Wrestling Brain. And now, Zeus, we get to the emotional center of the show. It's the Willow Nightingale Championship celebration, of course, picking up the world title off of Tekla. There are "You Deserve It" chants raining down on Willow before she can even get speaking. And Zoobs, Willow starts crying and says, "You guys are all too kind, but for real." And needs to take a second to collect herself. I found this very affecting right up the gate. This is the exact sort of thing people dream about. There have been doubters along the way, and these rhetorical doubters get enormous boos from this crowd. But they called me overly enthusiastic, chubby, weird. They didn't get it. They wouldn't get it. They would never get it. But then she runs through her accolades. She talks about how she had to pull herself out of a very dark place with the help of her mom, who gets an amazing pop here. Don't you dare give up. Sometimes the comeback is better than the dream. Willow Nightingale, screams to this adoring audience. What a promo and celebration here, Zoobs.
This is phenomenal. This is such a monumental victory and such a it's an incredible moment. It's just one of those ones where it's like, when my thought I had going through this is so funny, all these different thoughts. One of the thoughts I had on this segment was, one day, years from now, there'll be like a best of AEW volume of years. Like, this is going to be the headline piece of one of them. This is such an excellent what you get when you let someone stay true and not change them around, and when you fully put your faith in Willow to be herself and to be the inspirational character that she is, and talk about struggles and talk about problems, and then you finally get her to the mountaintop. You get a payoff like tonight when we get a "You Deserve It" chant, which is 90% of the time hokey and an eye roll and silly. It moves her to tears legitimately, or if it's not legitimate, she's an incredible actress. Either way, she feels like the biggest baby face in the company. Forget the division, because again, you have the other main title scene is filled with shades of gray, and it's filled with back and forth, and it's filled with how do they feel, where do they go. Willow, there's no question, she is the rock of the middle of this entire world. She is 100% supported, and anybody that is against her is 100% hated. And this is just electric. Like, this is just electric, great in any era pro wrestling moment where you built up a legitimate number one babyface that you can put anywhere in the world and be proud of her having the championship and be proud of her in any room that she goes in. And the crowd is so perfect for this. I'm so happy. The crowd is 100% there for her and 100% on board with everything she's saying. She delivers it with confidence and with reality, and lets herself be funny and lets herself be quirky and lets herself shout out her mom. It's almost got shades of like early Best Friends. It sort of reminds me of a little bit. It's a bit of Chuck Taylor school of like, we're going to talk about my mom and use her real name and get a Jill chant. It's everything you want out of your number one baby face in the company. It's everything you want out of your leader of a division. And it's been a great month plus for the women's division. And when we were pretty not sure when Tony was gone, and we weren't really sure what the course was. And then we have Mercedes comes back, and it's like, okay, the match quality is back. Tekla takes the charge with the main belt, and we, with no challengers, is still week to week a really, really must-see thing. Maya World shows up and makes a statement. Then Willow comes back and is this just unifying force, and now you have this perfect rivalry. It's and I guess I'll I'll stop here and let you get into Mercedes coming out, but this is just like as good as pro wrestling gets, and the hot crowd takes this to absolute unbelievable heights. I can't wait to go back and see this again. What an incredible piece of pro wrestling this was in the middle of this show.
Very nicely put, Zoobs. You know what I couldn't stop thinking about during the Willow part was how old school it felt to me. Just this baby face speaking simply with a unanimous crowd behind her. It's the Matt Cardona posted to his YouTube channel this week, like a 25-minute documentary about his match where he wins the belt from Nick Gage in GCW. And that's a crowd of 1,600 where 100% of them want Nick Gage to win and 0% of them want Matt Cardona to win. Willow Nightingale represents that level of crowd participation in any match, and we'll get to her in Mercedes here, but it helps out Mercedes so much, who we know isn't as amazing on the mic as some of the other people in the division, but when the crowd are just covering her in boos, it gives her a lot of space to sort of operate, and it doesn't matter as much. It's more the vibe that she's going for. CEO. Sign the damn contract for All In. And she passes the contract to Willow. I didn't know this is a contract signing, but I'm fine with it. Willow puts it on Mercedes' chest and then signs it on Mercedes, like very disrespectfully. She then gets it knocked out. What is your problem? And then Willow fires up again and points out that it was her who took her out the first time, or that she won the belt that she never managed to hold. Mercedes fired back. You know what I hate about you, Willow? And it's actual good character work here from Mercedes. What she hates about Willow, it's not even alluded to. It's things she actually hates about herself. She's like, all of my milestones, your name is attached to them now. You're written into my story, and I never chose for it to be that way, and I haven't a chance to erase you from it. I'm not just going to take your title. I'll take your smile too. And then Divine Dominion hop into the ring. For once, they're not talking. And they get in there and they lay out Willow Nightingale. Zoobs, I just loved all of this, obviously, but I thought the cherry on top was to get some of that heel heat from Mercedes onto Divine Dominion, or really just anyone opposite Willow in this situation is going to benefit from it in a heat sense. So I just loved watching this, dude. Like from pillar to post. I just thought this segment was really fantastic stuff. What do you think of Mercedes here?
Great. She's great. She's got this. She looked the part. She had there's a long fur coat with the train, and she has the eye makeup, and is like perfectly playing this person who is looking for sympathy and you don't feel sorry for at all, because it's like she is the one she's had everything, she gets everything, and she's one thing in the world she doesn't have, and she has the audacity to complain about it because this person who works so hard and we love so much got it, and we're happy for them. And like it's the best possible fit for her. You are so correct, and I agree. Like, does have her limitations on the mic, but is almost emboldened with those limitations with a crowd this raucous, where it's like it allows her to plow through and not have to be exact and not have to even really get reactions, because she's already getting cascaded in
her
boos, so
speaking is the boo.
She can just hammer right through. Like it doesn't matter. She doesn't have to go to get booed because she is already getting booed. So she can just hammer through all her stuff and make her points and complain and then call in the cronies. I thought this was just lovely, man. This was so good. I felt so electrified by this. This is just like, as you said, old school, pure pro wrestling. Like, could show this to any fan from any era, and I think they would love it. This was just excellent. I cannot say enough, and I'm so happy that it's Willow. I know we talked. I feel like I talked a long time ago, and I was like, I think she has the potential more than anyone to be a top of the division lead dog. That somebody that does all the stuff a champion does and is the most over babyface in the company, and here she is. Like she's here. She's fully formed. It's no more about potential and what she can be. It's about what she is, and she's monstrously over in front of a raucous crowd and getting the greatest reactions of the night and putting together an all-timer AEW segment in a championship celebration, which is like a DOA segment idea.
And get a contract signed in there too. They got two
Crazy.
normally bad segments stoned at once.
The deck was stacked.
It really was.
For sure.
Hey, it's me. Please subscribe to our channel. There's no one worse at YouTube than us. We need your help. Hit subscribe, hit like, tell a friend. Wrestling fans know wrestling fans. We appreciate it so much. Love and energy.